What's going on, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 with another video. So you know how it's going down when I come around, man. We talking about the hot shit, man. And you know, like I know, that this is a Dodge channel. It's always going to be a Dodge channel. Always has been, always will be. But let me get you guys in focus. But it doesn't hurt to talk about some of the new shit that's going on, man. So if you've been following anything that's going on in the automotive world in the past year, maybe year and a half, Chevy has been talking about a C8 Corvette, a mid-engine Corvette. Now, if you don't understand what that means is, so we take the engine from the front, right? And we put that motherfucker right back there, as a matter of fact, like right here, where my back seat is, where my sunflower seeds is literally where the engine would be. Chevy has been taunting this and talking about this. A lot of people thought it was rumors years ago, or, you know, a year ago or so. A lot of people thought it was just bullshit. No way in hell Chevy would come out with the new Corvette, especially a mid-engine Corvette. I mean, the Corvette has always been, I guess you would call it front engine, you know, since its birth, man. Going back to the, I don't even know when, you know, way back in the day. Always been a front engine car. Same thing with any Ford, same thing with any Dodge, always been front end. And they dropped it. They released it, man. Today is the official release date of that C8 Corvette, mid-engine Corvette. Speculations, nothing but speculations going on here. They have no official numbers. They don't even know if it's going to be a V8. They don't know what the horsepower is going to start at. But I'm curious myself, man. How do you feel about mid-engine cars? Like, so you know, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the most technically savvy when it comes to mid-engine cars. Like I said that it was going to be in the back. I guess that's where the engine would be placed, like, you know, behind the front seat of the driver, or, you know, in some sort of, if you've ever seen a McLaren, or if you've ever seen obviously a Lamborghini or something like that, I guess those are considered mid-engines, or engine's going to be like right in this area, I would imagine. And you'll probably have the glass over it so you can see it and look at it and marvel. There probably isn't much of a trunk. If there is a trunk, there isn't much. 9 times out of 10 there isn't, because this is probably where they're going to obviously pull up the hood for the engine or whatever. So the trunk for the engine, or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, man. But it's interesting, man, just because of the design change that Chevy's coming with, man. Of all manufacturers, Chevy decides to be the first one to do it, man. And that kind of leads me to just kind of the future of cars in general, right? So we've been talking about the new Dodge Charger design and the new Challenger design, and obviously the new Corvette design with the C8 and stuff like that, and some of the crazy things that Chevy's doing with that. Where do you think cars are going from here? Do you think cars are going to be mid-engine? Are you looking at me? Do you think cars are going to be mid-engine cars? I mean, is that a possibility? Do you want to see that? Do you want a 6.2 liter Hemi right behind you? You know what I'm saying? Obviously they're going to put the necessary components inside the car to keep it quiet, keep it nice and cool and quiet, so that it's not bothering you and you can't hear it in the interior cabin, right? About that, are you cool with this design? I mean, I know probably a lot of my people on my channel are probably Dodge guys, so you probably fucking hate it. But I do think it's interesting, and I do think it's noteworthy and something worth talking about. I think it's something worth bringing up, just because, you know, like I know, if you're a Dodge guy, you know that the future can't be what it has been as far as the designs that we've had in the cars that we've had for the past, you know, since 2008 or whenever they came out, 2006. Like, you can't keep that design up for another 10, 15, 20 years. No way, no how. I mean, the reason that the Challenger works so much is because it's kind of an homage to the retro muscle cars back in the day, because it's a big box, it's a big, powerful engine. And you can tell Dodge was like, no, we're not doing anything to it. Big engine, you know, big car, big wheels, enough said. They can't keep that design up for another 10, 15 years. So they've got to change it up. They got to do something radical, right? Now, for all the Corvette heads who have loved Corvettes, I mean, looking at the C8, I'm probably sure that you're looking at it like, no way in hell, that's absolutely terrible. They're changing what, you know, what I've grown up with. They're changing my history. They've changed my family's history. Some people have grown up with Corvettes in their family, in their life. I'm saying it takes time to get used to change. Nobody likes change. Nobody likes to embrace change until a year or so after. Then it's like, you know what, that was the best decision that they made. I think that Chevy is pushing the envelope with this C8 mid-engine Corvette. Now, of course, if you know anything about Dodge, you know we had the Viper. The Viper, I don't think the Viper was mid-engine. In fact, I know it wasn't mid-engine. But it did have that very European slick look that we've all known and loved. And then, of course, Dodge got rid of it, or at least they took it away for the time being. Of course, I'm quite sure that they'll be bringing that back at some point, man. But until then, we got a box and then we got a 4-door sedan for the most part, man. And you know, like I know, that that's not going to last. But I think that it's great. I think that what Chevy is doing with the C8 is great. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I'm excited to see what it's really going to look like, what the kind of power it's going to put down, the color schemes and all that stuff. All of that stuff is actually going on tonight as far as the live event is concerned, man. So I'm excited to see that myself. And I think stuff like that really pushes the envelope when it comes to car manufacturers having to recreate themselves and redesign things and, you know, be more creative and think outside the box. Because, you know, ultimately it benefits us because typically we get a sleeker design with better performance, more power. That C8 Corvette is going to be, I mean, aerodynamic as hell. The front end is really low. That wind is just going to, you know, right over the top of it. But I'm excited to see what it does, man. And I'm excited to see where the industry goes, man. How do you feel about it? Are you okay with that design? Are you okay with the futures going? Are you okay with living in a day and age where the V8 may not be around? I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Talk to your boy, man. How do you feel about that? We're getting real futuristic here. But ultimately, I just wanted to see how you guys feel about the C8 Corvette, man, because that's an interesting looking car. And I think it's going to do some great things and revolutionize the car world as we know it in 2019, man. So, you know, talk to your boy, man. I'm getting hot, as you can probably tell here. I'm damn near stripped down to my underwear. But as always, talk to your boy, man. Like, subscribe, comment, and we will get into the next video, man. As always, take it easy, and see you in the next one. Peace.